resist
And
my
Pandora
demands,
taking up
not
his
even
Granger.
my enemies.
Sinister, wanting to go for that Terizla pick,
The hunt begins.
Your team
but switches
is
us with
banning.
Solid's Ruby, as we finally get to see the last dance of this match.
Alright, so we're close to ending this
The Immortal One chose
banning
me to
phase.
vanquish the
is
shadows
You know, this
that
first
plague
matchup
this
in the
world.
Viking series. Interesting picks, interesting drafts, and well, interesting bans. If I have to do so myself.
True
Am
love.
I the only
is
one?
like blood.
Is picking.
Alright, as we do see Camilla getting banned out from the side of Immortal Order. So not giving Pandora's code red the cursed blood.
Actually, Carmilla is known as one of Solid's best picks, but seeing that Solid went for the Ruby, I don't think they were planning on a Carmilla pick tonight.
For honor!
As
Your
Sinister
team is picking.
183 picks up the Tigreal Hachiman. Unfortunately, bro, to this stream, it was Tsukono Kashi that was first. But nonetheless, yeah, my apologies for ending the other stream prematurely and restarting. It seems like this is what I'm going to have to do on an occasional basis. Oh, Shroomsy picking up gear again,
Light me
and
up and
Jakes
watch
picks
the
up the
world
team
export.
is
burn!
picking.
So, Avatar of Guardian with the last insanity. What a nice combo.
Especially when paired with the Vexana and her CC skills.
Yeah, no, indeed so. I mean, what a combination to pick up.
Right now, there's a lot of CC coming from both sides of the teams, with the Ruby, the Tigreal versus Vexana and Gato. And somewhat even from the Exborg, the tiny little bit of CC that he does give.
Team Merlin with the Karina. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we are jumping into this first match. If you have not done so already, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We will continue enjoying and appreciate your continuous support. So, after the draft is done, which side are you favoring to get the W? Yeah, I do see it. Currently, it's 50%. Well, I don't even need to mention there. But nonetheless, here we go. We are going to go into the land of dawn. Who's going to cap it?
Right now, who would you say, which composition would you favor the most?
Immortal Order.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Due to the fact
5
that they've
seconds till the enemy reaches
got the
the
initiator,
battlefield.
they've got the
Smash
follow-up,
them.
they've got everything
All troops
that
deployed.
a team needs. Alright, so we do see Exborg going for the red buff rotation, and as well as Pandora's Code Red going to go for the same side rotation onto the blue buff. So we will see that early game potential gank onto the gold lane, or will we see them switch it up? Karina just a bit quicker with the jungle clear than the Exborg. That's to be expected.
True.
Hachiman saying he
But-
likes Pandora's Code Red draft. Just to be otherwise.
Can't blame him, Tigreal,
Oh,
for the Ruby.
The pushback from Tigreal onto Getcha. Just trying to keep him back. Provide that vision. Oshumzi uses helps the clear the mid wave just to get that extra XP up. They come for the rotation onto Clint. Will they be able to catch the clinch here? Clint does know Garagacha is there, but Immortal Order at a disadvantage. Oh no, never mind. The rest of Immortal Order did come to this fight. Will we see the engagement here? Garagacha on with the taunt. He gets the first kill up, but Tigro gets with the pushback. However, the vengeance is popped from Oshroomsy on the Garagacha. Garagacha.
As we do see in the XP lane, the two fighters are hashing it out, but there's no real aggression right now. Just trying their best to farm.
At this point in stage, yes. I mean, it is 5 seconds until the turtle spawns up. We do see Immortal Order going for those micro plays. Yeah, we know that Karina can burst the X-Borg, as we do see Hachiman saying that. Oh, but CC starts the turtle for the side of Immortal Order. However, Pandora's Code Red is into the mix here. Faza, Hero does the poke. However, immune, and Oshroomsy is into the back line. Getting Tigro and Faza so low. Faza uses Fairy to get out in the pigeon form. However, Immortal Order would have the advantage here. Look at this decent, my word.
Zoning away.
Decent zoning coming in from Oshroomsy as Jakes gets the first turtle of the match for the side of Immortal Order. However, the taunt is in from Garagacha, but Karina is able to escape. But the feathered light airstrike coming in from Faza onto X-Borg. However, X-Borg does use his lose his Faraga armor, and that passive ability enables him to escape the clutches of the Karina.
So far, it's been 3 minutes and there has still been no first blood.
Or Avatar of Guardian just missing Karina. So close, but no cigar yet. We do see the turtle vanguard from the Vexana is popped. However, Vexana is the first blood as Pandora's Code Red picks up the first blood. That was the first.
That was quite a good play from the side of Pandora's box, because they did see earlier that Angelic Fury did not have her flicker ready to be able to escape from the Tigro.
Oh, the first kill coming in from Garagacha onto Karina. Just trying to zone her away from the red buff. Well, delay her from the red buff. Yeah, Hachiman, bro, it would be so nice. However, the taunt coming in from Garagacha onto Karina, but he's not able to catch the red buff and steal the red buff. However, we do see CC coming in for that mid lane push to get that advantage. No, she goes for the litho. Get an eye out here. We do see the displacement coming in from Garagacha. He's onto Tigreal. However, we will see this engagement. Will the engagement continue onto Clint? No, they back off. The next turtle is going to spawn up in the next 20 seconds. However, Granger does use his first skill onto Tigreal. Just get some poke, you know, as we do see the Sonata does land onto Tigreal. However, the engagement onto Karina as Xbox gets the kill. The Featherlight airstrike comes in from Faza. However, the implosion play comes in from Tigreal. He catches 3, but Xbox picks up a triple kill. At this point in stage, will Faza be able to escape the clutches here of CC and the crew of Immortal Order? In that engagement, it was a 3-for-0 exchange in favor of Immortal Order, as we do see they starting up the second turtle of the match.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
Clint did at least make sure before the 5-minute mark to take down the entire gold shield from the first turret. So therefore, even though his team was struggling, he was making sure to farm as much as he
We do
can.
see the engagement onto Ruby. DC just poking Ruby. We do see Faza coming into the mix. Tiger trying to get that implosion play on. However, the Featherlight airstrike from Faza is on. And currently does not burst anyone. Just low for the follow-up. However, the implosion play from Tiger is there on 2-3. However, Granger does get the pick-off kill. The Avatar of Guardian just doesn't land the mark. Will the turret catch him? Oh no, the Sky Piercer procs on to get a catcher. However, the Immortal Order gets a tier 1 turret in the mid lane, and T Merlin with the Karina escapes the death grasp of Inferno Blazing of X-Borg. Boom, 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 boom.
And Immortal Order just managed to have a 4k gold lead in such a short time.
Red team turret has
Yeah,
been
so
destroyed.
at the 6-minute mark, Immortal Order also has the 5 kills advantage.
Red
I
team
mean,
turret
like
has
you
been
mentioned, it's
destroyed.
4.1k gold lead. in favor, not make that 4.6k gold lead in favor of Immortal Order. However, we do see Pandora with the Granger picking up the Sky Piercer. We will start seeing Granger starting to pop up here as we do see the Death Sonata does land onto Clint. Oh, but the taunt is on. The implosion play from Tiger onto 2. However, the Finlight airstrike is committed. CC picks off it. The Avatar of Guardian does land onto 2, but the engagement continues. The Death Sonata does land onto Ruby. Faza just being able to escape once more. So that was a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Immortal Order.
As the third turtle would be able to go to Immortal Order uncontested.
Insane. We do see the zoning with, look at the wave management, right? Top, bot, synced up, and we will see the mid lane coming in as well. So this is good wave management coming in from Immortal Order. So now they need to pick a lane to get that pressure on. Immortal Order at this point of stage does have the map advantage with all tier 1 turrets taken down. However, Pandora is currently in a sticky situation. We've got the full team of Pandora's Code Red in the bot lane, so that would allow the CC to push out the top lane.
Indeed, right now the Immortal Order isn't getting too greedy for kills. They're making sure to keep the map control, but they also know when to disengage from the fights.
100%. They are just managing the waves, trying to keep that pressure and keep or get PCR split up. You know, to force those errors, force those mistakes, and get the pick-offs. Oh, off screen we see Granger picks off Ruby. Oh, the implosion play from Tiger gets the push onto under the turret. Pandora in a sticky situation as the Avatar of Guardian is committed, doesn't land onto anyone. However, the battle does continue. Vexana gets a double kill onto Tiger and Faza. However, Clint does finish off Garagacha, but Jakes comes in and finishes the job. He finally catches Karina. So that was a 3-for-1 exchange once more in favor of Immortal Order.
Right now, Immortal Order does have that 10 kill lead along with 8k gold lead.
Red team turret has been
100%,
destroyed.
as we do see another tier 2 turret is taken down in favor of Immortal Order. Pandora's Code Red definitely needs to slow down the play here, get that discipline up, force the errors from the side of Immortal Order, and set for a team fight. I mean, if you can get the implosion play followed up by the I'm offended from the Ruby, that's going to be a difficult time for Immortal Order to see through on that. However, the first lord of the match has spawned up. The chat is very dead tonight. What's going on here?
Could there be a problem?
Nobody wants to talk to me. We'll talk to us, Lotus. As Hachiman apparently changes his wording there, saying, to be frank, I only like the Faza pick. And with that being said, on that bombshell, Immortal Order does take the first Lord of the match.
Right now, the CC is also making it difficult for PCR to even move from one lane to the next, as she just keeps pushing every lane the whole time. They don't get the time to farm or to take objectives, as they have to keep defending.
100%. Let's get the vision here onto the Tigreal, right? He needs to get onto the back line, get those pushes and implosions, and get the set for Ruby. But we do see Xborg waiting here in the jungle. The Marja is going to be power walking in the top lane as the waves are evened up. So we will get all 3 lanes to pop in at the same time if they can get the bot lane forced out.
One thing that could also work for PCR is if they manage
Avatar
to...
Guardian lands onto 2. Xborg with the last insanity gets a double kill. Woo! As Granger finishes off Karina. That's a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Immortal Order. This does put Immortal Order in a very good position to end this match, as we do see they focus onto the Nexus. Will they catch the clinch here to put the salt into the wounds? No sir, they do not. GG's well played to Immortal Order, picking up the first victory in the Viking series. As we do see, Clint picks up the MVP for Pandora's Code Red. However, Jadora picks up the MVP for the side of Immortal Order with a Granger 6-0-7. What a opening for this match, wouldn't you say, Lotus?
They definitely put on high hopes for all the next upcoming matches.
So, Lotus, take us through the next match. Who's playing next?
Next up, we have the Vortex versus Soul Society.
Alright.
It will be a match to be able to watch.
俺は自分に嘘をつくような奴は嫌い
As
だ。
I just do need a moment to get all the teams into the lobby.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm just quickly going to pop up the intro for a quick second, and we will be back with you probably in the next minute or two with the next lobby
お
sorted
前の
out.
後を追いかけてた。
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait for the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, it's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing, I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Alright, welcome back everyone. I know there was a short pause for the cause, but in that intro you could see what is going to be planned out for the next week within Waylander Gaming. So for this week day MLBBs, we've got Viking Series that will take us through up until Friday, and then tomorrow night we've got the Academy classes, as well as on Thursday night. On Wednesday, we kick off with some PUBG once more from Soulless Bunnies. That is definitely a PUBG matches that you need to go and check out. I mean, last week We did 2 big maps and we finished everything under an hour. That just gives you a note of all the action that does transpire within that hour, right? Nonetheless, this weekend we've got the African Conquest Cup, some more MLBB, as well as the academy matches. Who will come out on top on the academy this weekend, as well as who will be the finalists coming through from the African Cup. But hey, that is done with the marketing for the planning. Lotus, tell me about the teams. We've got the Vortex and we've got Soul Society. What can you tell me about the teams in the lobby?
Right now, from what I remember and know, the Vortex entered the 5-man scene around last year, while Soul Society has been in the 5-man scene for a little longer than that. And both teams have been pretty well known among all the players due to their good plays, and some of them have strengths that are greater than some of the other teams' weaknesses. Like for the Vortex, if I remember correctly, they have a lot of good micromanagement, while Soul Society has a lot of good macromanagement.
That is true. I mean, both teams have featured quite oftenly on our channel. Lotus, get us through the coin toss as well. Kazuto, bro, I'm glad you like the break music. Yeah, it got me riled up and it got me inspired to do some artwork there. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the polls are up for the second match in the Viking series of day 1. In your opinion, what are you expecting coming in to this match lineup? Yiga Hyper Gaming saying to Soul Society, easy W. Hey, Yiga, what do I always say? It ain't over till the cookie crumbles.
That's true. Also, never underestimate the underdogs.
As we do see Soul Society at this point of stage being the favorites, right? By 71% to pick up the W in the second matchup.
That is a lot of votes going to the side of Soul Society.
And as you mentioned that, the votes, the percentages just dropped. 2%. So, viewers,
Well,
right? Yeah?
No, I was about to say usually I'm a jinx for the votes, but okay.
Will it be the caster's curse that kicks in, or will it be the viewer's curse that kicks in? So we will keep a close eye on that percentage. But nonetheless, viewers, we've got some exciting stuff in the pipeline. We did some test runs last night, and yeah, we are going to have our own exclusive to Waylander Gaming podcast called Control. So you will see that popping off, well, probably in the next week or so. But yeah. So Lotus, I see teams are swapping. That means coin toss has happened.
Very much so. TVT, the Vortex won the coin toss.
Okay, and obviously opting to go for the first pick and the first bans. As we wait for the bans, Lotus will take you through the lobby bans before we head into the drafting.
As we now just patiently wait for the two teams to give out their bans. First off, we get a Melissa and a Lucas being banned out by the side of the Vortex.
Oh, very good bans. I mean, Lucas is quite a pest to handle, as we do see Soul Society responds with the Suyu and the Hanzo ban, getting rid of those assassin state junglers. Not bad bans, would you say?
I would agree on that. Okay.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, the bands are Melissa, Lucas, Suyu, and Hanzo. So good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to start the second match of the Viking series. Let's go!
To be honest, this could actually also be a match a little more interesting than the one versus of PCR versus Immortal Order.
Yeah, the first match
As-
was pretty much one-sided. As
Butterflies
we do see
born by thy
Aspect
wish,
Team is
banning out
guided by
Zushin.
lantern's light.
While we wait for Lilama's response.
Hayabusa. Sanjo.
Your team is banning.
Taking out the Hayabusa. As we
Lotus,
do,
read this next person's name.
Let's hear from the crowd.
as Yuri
Make some noise
Target
for
bans
yours
out the CC.
truly.
Sis Lotus, you go and tell the people they're retarded.
My tail's been itching for a real fight.
Your team is picking.
As we do see Tony K202 bans out Kalia. Monkey D Luffy with a response. Kalia, right, in my opinion, is a very good ban. We haven't been featuring a lot of the Kalia in the tournament matchups due to the fact she does have that
Your
sustain,
team is picking.
that revitalize, and that dangerous engagement, as Jaguar _02 does pick up a dung.
Even though Atlas can catch a lot of more people than Kalea can, Kalea is just always a lot more overpowered than the Atlas. Because you almost never see expect her to ult you.
are everlasting.
Welcome
No
to
one
the
can
stream,
resist
Angelic
my
Fury.
charm.
Your team
As we
is
Not
see
even my
Lulama
enemies.
picks up Cecilian and
Time to
Astro
drop
goes
the
with a
beat of
Granger.
the
But oh
flash.
my word, Aspect does pick up Joy. So we will be seeing some electro beats into the land of dawn as
Hey,
Yuri
your
got it.
team is picking.
07 picks up the far side.
If I'm correct, Farsa is one of his signature heroes, isn't it? As it's been featuring a lot in the Waylander game
Your
too.
team is banning.
Yeah, so I'm currently looking at this draft, right, from Soul Society. There's some familiarities. I mean, from the first matchup that we did feature. But we do see Tony K202 picks up Chill as we wait for Bright to bring in the final ban for the side of Soul Society.
Let's go. Your team is banning.
Erythal
As
removed.
takes out the air. Jinx.
Thanks. You owe me a Coke.
Well, Coke is better than Pepsi. Either way, we move on to the last ban of this draft phase by Muji02.
Lotus, let's not start the
True
debate
love
on what's better.
is like blood.
Is it Coke or
Team is
Pepsi?
picking.
Viewers, let's, you know what now? Let us open this can of worms. So viewers, what would you say is better? Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi has got my vote. Coke has got Lotus's, as a Camilla with the cursed blood is removed from the Mikey Panic with the next pick for the side of Soul Society.
This land is our
Your team
homeland,
is
As
and it will
Bright
soon be
takes
our burial ground.
Lapu Lapu. I almost forgot his name. I almost never see him in the game.
Lotus, you see this now, right? Now, obviously, you need to get a mad person, right? Come and throw a spanner in the wheel. As Mad says, Kingsley Cherry Flavor Cola. Monkey D. Luffy is going to pick up Moskov as Muji _02 picks up Kufa.
this wretched world.
As the final pick of the game goes to the side of Mikey Panic.
Hmm.
I do hope we do get to see a Roger in this match. Roger isn't that much featured.
good patient.
as a Mikey Panic does pick up the Roger. So interesting picks here. Viewers, oh my word, the options was not Kingsley Cherry Flavor Cola, and nor was it Coke Zero. The options were Coke or Pepsi, not Coke sugar free, Coke decaf, you know. It was Coke or Pepsi. It's as simple as that. Pick one and not come and throw in different choices. Oh my word. Okay, you know what, Lotus? I'm just gonna throw this one aside. You win this debate. It is Coke.
Thank you. I agree.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are into the second matchup. It is time to please press that like, share, and subscribe button. Tyler, Lucas, I would actually agree with you there, bro. But all right, let's go. In my opinion, the Vortex has got the better dog. But hey, let's balance things out.
5
As we do
seconds
see
till
the
the
votes
enemy
got
reaches the
balanced out. It's
battlefield.
50-50.
Smash them.
No more one-sided. So the viewers did
All
listen.
troops deploy.
I don't want to give a viewer's curse here, as we do see Joy is going to start on a red buff, Roger on the blue buff.
It's gonna be an interesting matchup for, especially also with Moskov versus the Granger, especially when it's some of the players' signature heroes.
Yeah, that is true. So we do see both teams going, rotating to the gold lane. Sicilian with the Sangrian Claws does get Kufra a bit displaced, making that rotation a bit slower. But this is going to be interesting. Roger's going to be quicker with a clear... Oh no, Joy. Joy does win the race. However, we do see Roger in his Lycan form. Sanguine Claws misses Kufra. However, currently it is going to be a 2v2 battle in the top lane. The two roamers just scouting out one another, not really doing anything pretty much. Roger is going to go for the litho, but however, no, he uses the retry, but Joy gets her first blood onto Granger. The Lycan pounce is onto Joy, not being able to capitalize just yet. Roger level 4. Not going to continue that engagement onto Moskov.
Oh, we did see a flicker from the side of your retarded.
Oh, the Lycan pounce from Roger onto Faza. Your retarded has been eliminated. However, Kufra does get the return kill onto Gergecha. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. However, I would say that the Soul Society did actually win that engagement, as it was a mage for a roam exchange. As you see, Joy does start the turtle, but she's going to go for that blue buff invade with the electro beats in. However, the Lycan pounce does come in from Roger. Roger does get the pick off onto Joy. However, Kufra is taken down to quarter health. Will they continue this engagement yet? No, sir, they do not. Soul Society in a firm position to get this turtle off the first turtle of the match. Will Badang be able to get the displacement done here with the first crack? No, sir. Badang gets the wall up onto Gergecha. But the first turtle of the match does go in favor of Soul Society.
Right now, both teams are still at an equilibrium, despite Soul Society having a 300, 400 gold lead. The one problem is a Farsa versus a Sicilian. Farsa can out-rotate Sicilian. Also, Sicilian is a very late game hero. So that does put Soul Society at a little of a disadvantage.
Oh, as we do see the Feather Light Edge Strike coming in from Faza. However, Tony K202 with a Gergecha tries to get that force play onto Kufra. But just keeping them away. As we see Kazuro saying Rooibos tea over any soda drink. Why not? Why not? Rooibos tea is proper. Alright, we're waiting for the team to get the setup here. It's currently a 3v2 situation as Badang uses the wall just to keep Roger away. But in the meantime, there was a solo kill in the gold lane as Granger was eliminated. However, the engagement is on to Lapu Lapu. Oh, he gets the kill on to Joy. The first crack from Badang was in. However, Badang was also eliminated. That's a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Soul Society. That gets me in the mood to watch Bleach. But I'm not happy with Bleach at this point in stage because it ended prematurely. Anyway. Oh, the Lycan pound from Roger. Well, Roger in the Lycan form. Will we see the plays yet? No, sir, we do not.
And the second turtle of the game is about to spawn.
Yes, turtle has spawned, as you heard that roar coming in from the turtle. However, Roger's keeping Faza a bit back. You know, just showing her, hey, I'm here. Listen, I'm going to go for the turtle rotation. Will they be able to get this pressure and the pick off onto the dunk? No, they will not force that play. As the Roger does start the turtle, we do see Joy is onto the turtle. Oh, the Avatar of Guardian lands onto 2. The first crack from Badang is in. However, Roger does get the Lycan pounce onto Badang, but not being able to get that follow-up. Oh, Moskov's ult is in. Will he be able to get the kill here onto Granger? No. Oh, so close. Granger is going to get, if he gets that Sonata. Yes, sir! Sky Piercer procs. And Moskov does fall. At this point in stage... Oh, yeah. The engagement from Garagacha is on to Joy. The Feather Light airstrike from Faza is in. Actually picks off Garagacha.
With a 2-kill gold lead, but a 2-kill lead and a 2k gold lead for the side of Soul Society.
100%. You know, Joy at this point in stage not having a very splendid time. She's currently 1-2-1. They definitely need to focus to get Moskov and or the Joy fed. I would preferably say get the Joy in a very comfortable play, but yeah, anything can happen. We do see Roger is going 3-0-0. I'll get the bolts up. Let's get that done now. Thunderbolt on Lapu Lapu with 3 stacks. Sky Piercer on the Granger with 10 stacks. However, we get the electro beats from Joy is committed. Featherlight airstrike landing onto 2. But no follow-up damage. No follow-through damage as of yet.
And it does seem that the Vortex will be losing one of their tier 1 turrets.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's tier 1 turret taken down in favor of Soul Society. As that Sonata does land onto Moskov. Monkey D. Luffy has been eliminated by the Granger. So, just before the 7-minute mark, we do see Soul Society having the 3-kill advantage as well as a 3k gold lead. Come on. I keep on dragging my fastball. My bad. Oh.
Right now, Soul Society does have advantage with control over the turtle. It does not seem like the side of the Vortex will be having any turtles this match, and maybe not even a Lord if this continues.
Well, so no turtles in favor of the Vortex in this engagement. But look, the turtle just gives you that gold advantage. Oh, we do see Lapu Lapu with his combo not landing onto anyone. However, we do see the engagement. The Bat's Feast from Sicilian has been committed. No follow-up, no follow-through as Moskov picks up the tier 1 turret in favor of the Vortex. So that does even out the map advantage that Soul Society did have early on.
Yes, very much so. And right now it seems like it will be a fight between the XP laners to get more map control for their teams.
Yeah, that is true.
As they out in the bottom lane.
Oh, we do see the Spear of Alpha is committed. It lands onto Lapu Lapu. The first crack doesn't land onto Lapu Lapu. We do see the second skill from Moskov does land onto Lapu Lapu. We're going to be able... Yes, sir! Jaguar underscore 02 gets the kill onto Lapu Lapu. However, the Electro beats is onto Roger. Roger currently sustaining all of Joy's damage. Will the Vortex be able to push out this tier 1 turret in the bot lane? This is all going to come down to this next play. The Moskov will split push far lane. Joe, if only you could see it. When I saw it, you would have seen that you're actually were correct. So, GG's, well played on that call. So, 9-minute mark. 2 kill advantage in favor of Soul Society. Avatar of Guardian doesn't land on its mark. With the Soul Society picking up a 1k gold lead. That is another tier 1 turret taken down. Oh, the engagement is on to Kufra. Kufra is taken down by the Roger with the Lycan bounce. That's a 1-for-nothing exchange in favor of Soul Society.
As the Soul Society will be taking up the first load of the game, if they do manage to zone out Vortex properly.
Yeah, so just starting the very much just poking the first Lord of the match. You do see Roger does now fully commit on starting the Lord. However, the Vortex nowhere near contesting for this Lord, as Joy took out the stole the blue buff, red buff from Soul Society. So jungle invade versus Lord, you know, first crack from Badang onto Garagacha. However, Electro Beats was committed onto Sicilian, but we do see the displacement coming in from Badang. Will they be able to catch out Roger here? Will the Roger fall finally? No! The Roger escapes once more as Lapu Lapu pushes out a tier 1 turret in the bot lane. So not a very favorable exchange in favor of the Vortex at this point of stage. But hey, anything can still happen. It ain't over till the cookie crumbles.
And right now, the side of Vortex still has a game. They just have to be able to outplay the Gata and definitely the... what's his name? Roger. As for the fact that the Gata can miss a lot of his Avatar of Guardians, so they can also keep it
not
back.
landing yet once, as you mentioned that. However, Garagacha will be caught out here as Kufra does proc him with his passive ability to get that heal, but also the final hit onto Garagacha. However, Roger does take a tier 2 turret. That's 2 tier 2 turrets in favor of Soul Society. The Soul Society in a very strong position, picking up almost a 4k gold lead, still only having 2 kills advantage. However, Joy is onto Lapu Lapu. Will they be able to finish off? Yes, they get the pick off onto Bright. Whew. Let that cookie crumble. Tyler, we can't just yet. Oh, the Lycan pounce from Roger is on to Joy. Joy has been eliminated. The feathered airstrike from Yuri Torrid. Just trying to keep the Joy safe, but not being able to do so. Joy didn't fall in that engagement. So, Soul Society at this point of stage has the firm map control in, well, on the side of them. Roger, it's just like,
right.
Look at all the damage he does to the yeah?
The Moskov is trying to see his openings to be able to push the lanes as far as he can, which can give his team a lot of advantage. If Soul Society
oh, we do see the engagement onto Roger. However, not following up on that. This is all going to come down to one major team fight. You can see all of both teams, right? They start engagements and then they back off. They start an engagement, they back off. They're just going for the pickup. So Avatar Guardian not once more not landing on its mark. Oh, but we do see the engagement onto Kufra. The Sanguine Door starts finish off Kufra. However, the Featherlight airstrike is in. The first crack from Badang as Badang was eliminated by the Granger. The Vortex not getting their set plays set as how they would have liked it to get it. However, the second Lord of the match does go in favor of Soul Society.
Right now, even if Soul Society does make mistakes, like... No, wait, sorry. It was the Vortex that made a mistake where Joy went in a bit solo and didn't come out in time and was punished by Soul Society for that mistake. So even if Soul Society makes mistakes right now, if the Vortex can capitalize on it safely, then it will be a GG and victory will go to the side of Soul Society.
Oh, did you see the engagement onto the tier 3 turret? The feathered airstrike from Pandora is committed just to keep the minions at bay. The Lord does do a lot of... Oh! Spear of Moskov is on to a Bright. However, the fish crack of the wall from Badang is onto one. However, Sicilian does get the pick off onto Moskov. Oh my word, it's so split plays! Roger with a Lycan pounce into the base. However, Joy with the Electro Beats gets a solo kill. Make that a... Oh! Joy does fall as Lapu Lapu finishes his combo onto Joy's head.
As Tony K202 did manage to escape that with just barely, almost not even a sliver of health.
As we do see, the feathered airstrike is committed to finish off the Lapu Lapu. Roger, at this point of stage, he's free farming. He doesn't need to farm, but he's free farming. Getting those stacks up, keeping the stacks stacked. No, will they be able to... Will the Vortex go for this engagement? No. Just to get the waves pushed out. Look, for the Vortex, they need to get the waves unevenly pushed. Right? That would give them a slight advantage to one lane. As the idea would be to get the Moskov to split push. Ideally, you don't want the gold laner to split push. But it seems like with these global ults that can get them from one side of the map to the other side, you know, that could be a good starting point for them. But let's see what happens. My opinion still stands. It's going to come down to a team fight. So at the 15.5 minute mark, let's take a look at the builds, right? 30 Sky Piercer stacks, 30 stacks on the Sky Piercer for Roger, 21 stacks on the Sky Piercer for Granger. As Joy with the Electro Beats is into the backline. The spear of the spear misses. However, Sicilian does finish off Joy. That is 20 seconds to the next Lord. And Joy will not be in contention for that. Why? Some risky plays.
Indeed, if Joy can wait just a little bit longer for her team to be able to follow up, and if they can actually manage to make a diversion play while Moskov split pushes the bot lane at the moment, then maybe it could work in their favor. A risky play, but high risk, high reward.
100%, as we do see the third Lord going in favor of Soul Society once more. Moskov going for that split push, just trying to get those waves pushed out. Will the minions reach that tier 2 turret though? Yes, they will. Will Sicilian be able to save the turret? So close, so close. Sicilian, you're missing your skills. What was that? Whoops. So, Marja into the mid lane, going to storm onto, well, hopefully get into the Nexus, onto the Nexus. Currently, the Vortex, so split. Gargatcha does spot out the Joy. However, Joy with the Electro Beats did try to engage onto Sicilian, not being able to do so. Moskov solo defending this Lord, as we do see Badang comes in as well. Let's see, this is going to come down to a very exciting team fight. Or Badang with a first crack, not landing. Avatar of Guardian missed, not hitting the mark. Soul Society, Joy into the backline, does focus onto Granger, but not capitalizing on that. Moskov. Nonetheless, Soul Society is going to focus onto the Nexus here and get the second match in the Viking Series. So GG's well played to both teams. It was back and forth here and there. However, Kufra does pick up the MVP for the side of the Vortex _02, and Mikey Panic does pick up the MVP for the side of Soul Society. So viewers, I'm going to get the intro up quickly. Enjoy the music. We will be back within a minute or two, and
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive. So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing, I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
O swart Bessie, jo, kind God, jo, die ding was wild, jo, Skapie is terug, jo. Alright, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for that quick pause. I hope you were vibing to the music in that, 2-3 minute break whilst we got the teams ready. And, you could see everything that is planned for this week's matchup and matches, everything. So, Lotus, what's happening with the coin toss?
For the second time this day, Immortal Order lost the coin toss, and Eschaton Sonata picked the left side of the lobby. After that, we'll be going through the bands.
I'm just getting the poll up there for the viewers. So, fun fact, right? Viewers, for those of you that are wondering, right? Each and every time that Immortal Order and Eschaton Sonata has faced off on the channel, I'm going to rephrase that. Not rephrase that, I'm going to repeat that. Every time Immortal Order and Eschaton Sonata has faced off here on Waylander Gaming, Immortal Order has picked up the dubs each and every time. So will that be the case for Immortal Order? Or will Eschaton Sonata get their revenge victory onto Immortal Order here live on Waylander Gaming? So, third match into the Viking Series. It is Eschaton Sonata versus Immortal Order. We're just waiting on Immune to get to his space. Lotus, kick Immune. They can re-invite them.
Sorry, I had to answer some of the admin problems. I'll be logging into the game now.
Alright, no problem. We just wait for Lotus to get back into the lobby. However, you see Touchwood, do not give them the caster's curse. I am touching the desk that is made of wood. Alright, team, go make me proud. I love you. Alright, so whilst we wait for all of that, we've got in the lineup for Immortal Order, we've got Oshroomsy, Angelic Fury, Immune, Jakes, and Death Eater 14. For the side of Eschaton, Sonata, you know, we've got General Chow, Kid Bomber, Adrian, Yay, and Gyro. You know, me saying Yay got me thinking about 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Oh, vibe checking tonight. This is going to be a cracker and a banger of a match. We're just waiting for the bands and let's go. So Grim Reaper, who's Yay, is his main account or her main account. Let me not generalize here. Got hacked and bought a new account, and this account is currently still on the 4-day resting period, as far as I understood. Let's see, I stream. Let me throw my captain here for a moment. I'm gonna hear it afterward. I didn't believe in Soul Society. Bright. Yeah. Look, there was to be honest, right? The Vortex was the favorite, and then the percentage just got balanced out 50-50, so it was pretty much 50-50. So apparently Immortal Order does need a player. So viewers, for those of you that didn't hear or saw the program for the week, we've got Viking Series for the rest of the week up until Friday, I believe. Friday, Saturday. We've got the African Conquest Cup as well, continuing on Friday, and we will be concluding the grand finals next weekend, as we will have the semi-finals for the African Conquest Cup on this weekend, and we've got some PUBG streams tomorrow and Thursday night. Soulless Bunnies and Dexus Labs on Thursday night, and Soulless Bunnies battle to death on Wednesday night. Find out what is the holdup.
Right now, there's just a problem of one of the players, the one that you mentioned, whose account got hacked. Now everyone's just trying to make sure that it's the same person, etc.
All right, everyone ready up. Good luck and we need the bands. We need bands. Bands, please.
First off, Immortal Order banned Joy and Suyu. Then we were waiting for the side of Eschaton Sonata's bans.
9-minute game. Immortal Order. Easy win. MOBA chat in the chat. Welcome to the live. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's utilize this moment and please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. As the bans currently is Badang, Granger, Joy, Suyu. Let me just type this out. Spelling error. All. It's and winky face. Scarp for the dubs here. All right, without further ado, let's get this match on the roll. Let's go, Lotus. Press that start button.
And finally, we get into the third match of this evening.
Yes, third match of the evening is Immortal Order versus Eschaton Sonata. Eschaton Sonata with Gyro with the first ban in the first phase of the drafting phase for the side of Eschaton Sonata.
Now,
Okay.
I don't know
I
much
am not the
about
only
Eschaton
one
Sonata,
that
so
is
if you had to
changed.
give a quick description of the team, what everything would you say about them?
Eschaton Sonata, you've got General Chow. I don't see LV tonight, right? But General Chow is one of the best junglers,
Butterflies
solo
born by thy
junglers
wish,
in our
guided
server.
by lantern's light.
So Eschaton Sonata, they're a very strong team, especially this new reformed Eschaton Sonata. So very interested to see what they bring to the table. As I did previously mention, on all of the streams,
said there are no
Eschaton
shortcuts
Sonata
in
has
life?
got no
I literally
W
invented
on
one.
Immortal Order. So let's jump back into the bans. Eschaton Sonata banning out Chip. Zushin got banned out from the side of Immortal Order. I'm looking for a jungle ban coming into this next ban.
Let's fight to our
Getting
heart's
rid of
content.
Lucas.
Your team is
So
picking.
no beast form for the side of Eschaton Sonata. And if we can just quickly mention this, MOBA Chad is saying Uncle Shrooms is getting a savage on Digrill tonight. Lol. You think he's going to build damage build
My
Digrill?
tail's been itching for a
Well, yes,
real
we do
fight
see
ticket.
Gyro picking up Kalia for the side of Eschaton Sonata. How will Immortal Order respond?
It is possible that Immortal Order will take out the big guns with Angelic Furies, Vixana, and maybe a Shroomsy's Gato.
Or glue.
Well, Immune picks up the glue.
We are glue. We are mischief. As Angelic Fury is going to be
Feel the
picking up
embrace of the
Aurora.
celestial twilight.
Lotus, this just comes to show the diversity with regards to the hero pool. It's not always going to be the same picks, same draft, as we do see Yaya picking up Faramis. So we will be seeing
is
that
to trick the
Netherrealm
Reaper.
coming into play, giving that extra
I tolerate no
Your team
invaders.
is
that
picking.
extra sustain as General Chow picks up Haya Busa. Any familiar brazier? Prince Charming? What are you referring to? Speak to me like I'm a 10-year-old that doesn't know certain languages.
Light me up and
Your
watch the
team is
world
banning.
burn.
MOBA chat saying network is bad. Go on, play. Otherwise, it would have been an 8-minute game. As Jakes picks up X-Borg for the side of Immortal Order.
As we wait for Death Eaters, the second last ban of the drafting phase.
Sand rises when I give
Your
the word.
Banning out
is banning.
Khalid. Adrian with the final ban for the side of Eschaton Sonata.
Chivalry is dead, and
Your
I will
team is
revive it.
picking.
Managing to take out the Clint. Clint is one of Death Eater's strongest marksmen and the one that I most often see during the matches. So that was actually a clever play.
Oh, Shroomsy showing Gatagacha once more. Did have a very good time with the Gatagacha on the previous match.
Muscle of iron.
Yes, that
Your
is
team
set.
is picking.
Oshumzi picks up Getcha. This guy is going to get the people to ban my main hero again. You know? Arjan is currently showing 1-1. He does pick up 1-1. What will Kid Bomba pick up here for the XP lane? Will it be Esmeralda? Esmeralda is a very
Your
slept
team
upon
is
hero,
picking.
in my opinion, as of late. But, you know, it's all dependent on who plays the Esme.
That is true. Esmeralda, especially when built, when her items are built correctly, the amount of shield and regen that she could obtain is actually very crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Death Eater surprised us with your pick. Leslie.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
As Death Eater 14 does pick up Leslie. Alright, Max Johnson, welcome to the chat. Pandora. GG's with your Granger, 6-0-7. But nonetheless, let's go into the third match of the Viking Series. Immortal Order up against Eschaton Sonata. Ladies and gentlemen, get your votes in. Who do you think is going to take the dubs here in the third match? Currently, it's Eschaton Sonata with the 61%. But if we're looking at the drafts, I am going to go with Immortal Order. I mean, Faramis into the Aurora, not a very strong pick. You've got the glue, that's going to be pesky. You've got the X-Borg to follow up on the engagement from either glue or Garagacha. You've got that follow-up, you've got the damage, and you've got that crowd control. However, Eschaton Sonata has got the backline dive. They've got the sustain, both coming in from Kalia and Faramis. That's going to be a hectic match.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
So, with that being said, let's jump into the
5
match.
seconds till the enemy
As we do
reaches
see
the
Hayabusa,
battlefield.
General Chao is going
Smash
to
them.
go for his red buff.
All troops
And
deployed.
X-Borg going to go start on his blue buff, you know, typical rotations, and let's go. Oh.
Also, the Hayabusa could have been a problematic pick because the only one he can really capitalize on is the Leslie. Because Aurora has her passive and the other three are way more tanky. So only a really farmed Hayabusa could take them down.
100%. But I think the eyes is going to be set on this gold lane. It's going to be between the 1-1 and the Leslie, who is going to get, well, the advantage in the gold lane earlier on. As we do see the engagement from Kalia onto Garagacha. She gets that first skill, second skill combo, and revitalizes her and the mage. Just to poke down and force the heal onto Garagacha. However, we do see Hayabusa going for this XP crab and going to go potentially for the XP engagement. Oh, just farming up, trying to get that advantage. Did get the invade. X-Borg, yeah, in the gold lane. Will there be the engagement here onto 1-1? Does 1-1 know X-Borg is here in the bush? Shh. X-Borg is hiding. Oh, the engagement onto Garagacha. However, we do see the glacier field from Aurora onto Gyro. Just poking him as we do see the Lord is going to spawn up in the next 5 seconds. However, Hayabusa is onto X-Borg. Just getting that Faraga armor low, forcing X-Borg to retreat and focus onto the blue buff. As we do see Hayabusa starting the first turtle of the match for the side of Eschaton Sonata. Will Immortal Order get the engagement here? Garagacha not level 4 just yet, as General Chao gets that retry onto the first turtle of the match in favor of Eschaton Sonata. We do see the play coming in from Paramus onto Garagacha, as well as the Kalia's second skill onto Gato. Just knocking him up and slamming him down. Not the tsunami slam just yet. This is going to be a battle of the roamers. Who's going to get their ult first? Let's get the race on. Oh, Kalia won the race. Yeah, Joe, if Immortal Order can slow the pace here down, because we know how General Chow plays. I mean, if they can get that advantage down, slow it down, get the discipline. Oh, we do see the engagement onto Blue. However, I'm going to go into the team fight here. The first blood goes to Gatagacha. However, the last insanity is onto 2. Gatagacha picks up the double kill, but we do see the crossbow tangs from 1-1 has been committed onto Gatagacha, but not getting that capitalization onto Gatto as Gatto retreats and gets healed up. Glad to see Immune with the glue did sustain the onslaught of Hayabusa and the Esmeralda.
Right now, Immortal Order 3.5 minutes into the match already have a 1k gold lead with a 2 kill advantage.
Yeah, as the engagement was started onto Esmeralda. Immortal Order having the number advantage here to the mid as well as to the lower side of the map. However, Xborg is going to focus onto his blue buff as we do see the rotation from Gatagacha is going to go. Oh, well, what one gets the kill onto Leslie right under the tier 1 turret. Next turtle is going to spawn up in the next 15 seconds. So currently it's a 1-for-2. Immortal Order having that 1 kill advantage with the 600 gold. Will the Immortal Order get this engagement and find onto the turtle? Will they contest for this? Look at this beautiful position of General. Just waiting for Immortal Order to start this. No one's checking the bushes. Oh, Hayabusa onto Aurora. The Avatar of Guardian does land onto Faramus. The last insanity is committed from Export. Faramus is taken down. However, the fast fingers of Chow gets the second total of the match. However, Hayabusa gets a return kill onto Export. Esmeralda into the mix as well. Hayabusa is still up, but Glue is onto Esme. Will they be able to get the Esmeralda here? Get Bomba in a sticky situation as Hayabusa does engage onto... Oh! But the fleeing Glacier onto Hayabusa as Angelic Fury picks up the kill onto General Chow. What? I promise you this is going to be a cracker and banger of a match.
Right now, Immortal Order is also making sure that even if they can't get the objectives, they are making sure they can win the team fights.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's unfortunate that they didn't get the turtles, but, you know, the turtles just gives you that gold and a slight defense capabilities. However, Blue and Esmeralda, they look like dancing partners, if you're asking me, of my opinion, the bot lane. However, we do see the rotation from both teams going to, Immortal Order going to the rotation onto the top lane. Gatagacha does spot out Kalia. However, Xborg is with Glue in the bot lane. Oh, Glue does go for the split form. Will he be able to catch Esmeralda and jump on top of her? Yes, he does. He gets the pullback from... but we see this amount of damage that's coming in here. Pleasing Glacier from Aurora. Or Paramus with the nether arm with that extra sustain. The Tsunami Slam onto Angelic Fury. The Avatar of Guardian is committed to save Angelic Fury. I mean, look at this. As Export gets the kill onto Esme. Last Insanity was committed. However, Hayabusa is onto Angelic Fury. Procs that passive. The Shadow Form from Hayabusa is committed. He gets the kill onto Angelic Fury. Aurora is taken down. However, this battle is not over yet. Oh my word. Shroomsy dies by that proc from Faramus. What was that lightning bolt? Oh my word. So, just before the 7-minute mark, let's quickly get the builds up. 3 stacks on the Thunderbolt for Kalia and 17 stacks or 14 stacks on the Sky Piercer for the side of Xborg, as we did see General Chow getting that pickle kill onto Glue in the bot lane. So at the 7-minute mark, the third and final turtle has spawned up, but it doesn't seem like Eschaton and Sonata is going to go for this turtle. Will they allow it to spawn into the Lord? But in the meantime, the engagement onto Gatagacha. Shroomsy is caught up just slightly. The taunt is on. However, yes, the taunt was on to 1. General Chow starting the third and final turtle of the match. However, will Immortal Order get in here? Oh, Avatar of Guardian is committed, not landing onto the mark just yet. The pull from Paramus onto Gatagacha. However, he does pull Gatagacha closer to the team. However, will we see the Tsunami Slam coming in from Kalia? Kalia doesn't have the Tsunami Slam. However, Esme is into the back line there. Woo! Hayabusa into the mix as well, as Garagacho is taken down by the Paramus. However, Hayabusa gets a kill onto Aurora. Blue is onto Gyro, onto the Kalia. Jake's just pretty much, he doesn't have the Faraga armor, but Hayabusa does finish off Blue. Will they focus for the export? No, sir. Eschaton Sonata is going to push that objective and get the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. At this point of stage, Eschaton Sonata getting that return kill advantage as well as a 2k gold lead in favor.
Right now they're playing extremely clever.
Woo!
Hayabusa with a shadow kill onto Leslie under the turret. Leslie has been eliminated.
This is actually a well-played match from the side of Eschaton Sonata. It seems like they're trying to break the record of Immortal Order being undefeated by them so far.
On the streams. On the streams. Let me add that.
On the streams.
Alright. So we do see Eschaton Sonata currently camping out Xborg here. We do see Kalia with the second skill onto Xborg. They're pretty much setting up. However, Garagacho comes in here into the back line. Uses the Avatar of Guardian defensively.
As Death Eater will be able to take out the first tier 2 turret, it seems.
Oh, that would be the second one. The tier 1 turret in the bot lane has been... There's two... Oh, for the side of Immortal Order. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Alright. So, we are seeing both teams setting up for this first Lord of the match. However, Eschaton Sonata does have the number advantage here around the Lord. Blue is currently going to keep that pressure onto the bot lane. However, we do see the engagement onto Immortal Order. However, Garagacho is sustaining so much damage, but Hayabusa gets a double kill as Leslie and Garagacho was taken out of the equation. A 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Eschaton Sonata, and they would firmly be able to take this first Lord of the match. Yes, sir. Argon finishes off Mardra with the 1-1.
Turret has been destroyed.
Engagement and knock onto Xborg. Not being able to capitalize just on that. We do see Hayabusa uses his second skill just to give that capabilities. Immortal Order
as the first Lord again.
Yeah, the first Lord does power walk onto the tier 2 turret. Immortal Order is just saving him. Oh, Hayabusa in the meantime got a solo kill onto Leslie in the top lane. Hayabusa currently solo pushing there. Oh, the Avatar of Guardian is committed just to keep Hayabusa away from the turret and try and save that turret. However, Eschaton Sonata doing a beautiful split push here, getting a tier 2 turret in the bot lane. So map control firmly in the side of Eschaton Sonata. I'm just going to quickly get this up and down because no, both teams, anything can happen at any time. It's a lot of action. Oh, Hayabusa onto Leslie once more. The shadow kill has been committed. Leslie is taken out of the equation. Hayabusa hard focusing the Leslie. Oh, but the export with the last insanity does get the revenge kill. The Tsunami Slam from Kalia onto export, but the immortality has been procced. However, Eschaton Sonata not disengaging from this team fight. Blue with a split onto Kalia. He does take down Kalia. At this point in stage, it's a 2-for-2 exchange. As Aldrian does take the tier 2 turret in favor of Eschaton Sonata. So no more tier 2 turrets for the side of Immortal Order. It's only the tier 3 turrets. Bot turret and top turret, no shield for the backing for the next Lord.
Right now, the Leslie with KDA of 0.51 is really having a hard time in the match. And to be honest, the Hayabusa, once farmed and once focused on the marksman, is a bit difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely need to get this Leslie farmed up. I mean, as you mentioned, Leslie not having a very fun time. I mean, Hayabusa hard focusing onto the Leslie. But yeah, Immortal Order, they would definitely get the play on here. If they can get the next, as we would call it, the double D, the discipline and defense up and running. They do have the capabilities. They do have the lane clear to get that done. Blue out of position and will be caught out Why? Oh, he's on to 1-1. Woohoo! Will he be able to catch the 1-1? Will the 1-1 die? Why are they attacking 1-1?
Has been
Don't you
slain.
know if a glue is on top of you, don't attack your teammate?
Red team hero has been
As glue
slain.
has been eliminated. So no marksman for the side of Eschaton Sonata, or Child does scout out a Gacha. So that was a 1-for-1 exchange. A XP laner for a gold laner.
But it does seem that Jax wants to go for this little
The
bit.
knock up, the knock onto Export. Export does use the last insanity defensively, as we do see Hayabusa did take the second Lord of the match in favor of Eschaton Sonata. Leslie going to take that red farm, just try and get that buff for that extra damage. Gyro is currently scouting out Immune with the glue, waiting for Team Eschaton Sonata to show their faces. But beautiful positioning. I mean, look at this, right? Hayabusa going for that split push once more. Eschaton Sonata going to try and force the focus plays here onto the lanes. Mid and bot lane. Oh, Jax does know what General Chow is busy cooking. As we do see the engagement onto Glue, and Glue has been eliminated. He's sent back to Shanghai. As Immortal Order is going to get that defense onto that Lord, not allowing him to get onto the turrets. Eschaton Sonata not really capitalizing much with that Lord, just getting that kill onto Glue. However, we do see the recall spams coming in here from Gyro. Oh, the engagement onto Oshroomsy. Gacha does take a lot of damage there, taking him down to half health. It seems like the later they get, especially with this combo with the Kalia and Faramus, that Netherrealm, and then the heal up. It's a crazy combo. Honestly, it's a crazy combo coming in from Eschaton. General Chow doing the right job, focusing onto the back line and hard focusing there. It's a difficult situation. As you do see, it is a 7-kill advantage in favor of Eschaton. You see Oshroomsy onto 3. General Chow going into the back line, uses the second skill to get in and out. Oh, he's in again. Oh, but we do see the displacement. The Netherrealm is committed. However, the Avatar of Guardian does land onto 3. However, Leslie does get a kill. Immune so low, but Leslie is taken down by the Hayabusa once more. The turret did not get that hit onto Hayabusa as what we expected. But it is a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Eschaton Sonata.
But right now, Immortal Order does have still have that small window opening, because if Eschaton Sonata keeps closing them in their base, then there will only be free farm coming to the way of Immortal Order. And if they could play safely and get all the farm as quickly as they can, maybe they can turn the game around.
That is true. I mean, there's nothing more that I can add on to that. That's very much people. However, we do see the knock up onto Xborg as his Faraga armor has been removed. So no last insanity in that engagement. That does force the Xborg back to the base. However, we do see Eschaton Sonata starting this Lord of the match, the next objective. However, Gacha does scout out the Kalia, but he gets engaged upon as Hayabusa gets the Lord for the in favor of Eschaton Sonata. Ooh, Kalia retreating.
Right now, things aren't looking the best for Immortal Order.
Woo!
And
Shadow
Hayabusa is
form
still
from
not good.
Yeah, the shadow form from Hayabusa onto Leslie. Death Eater. Look, I have to agree with Gets, right? Winter Crown would have actually helped the Leslie, especially when you see the Hayabusa and he procs his ult, and just pop that Winter Crown, sustain, and wait for Hayabusa to show himself. But hey, that is Leslie taken out of the account here. We do see Marja is storming in the bot lane, going to go onto that tier 3 turret. Immortal Order is currently setting up the defense into a 4v5 situation as Hayabusa. Oh, the Winter Crown from Aurora is dropped. That is exactly what you want. That's a tier 3 turret down. Mojo does get that turret down. However, Oshumzi is onto Gyro. Glue with a split. Will he be able to land onto... Oh, the immortality is procced from Hayabusa. Winter Crown from Hayabusa is committed as well. GG's well played. Eschaton Sonata clutching this game and taking this match against Immortal Order. GG's well played to both teams. Hayabusa, as expected, picking up the MVP for the side of Eschaton Sonata. Jake's picking up the MVP for the side of Immortal Order with the MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the third match of the evening. We're going to jump into the final match of the evening. So whilst I get ready, I'm just going to pop that it's Matt's fault. No, of course this curse came in. But hey, nonetheless, GG's well played. That was a well played and deserving victory for the side of Eschaton Sonata. But I'm going to get that quick intro video running whilst we get the lobbies ready, and we will be back within the next minute or two. Thank you all for joining us at this bonus stage. Please hit that like, share and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. We've got some exciting things that are going to pop off.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. But there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
That I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Feeling energy cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing, I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
And well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Well, that was quite a 6-7 minute pause as what we had for previous matches. But hey, without further ado, we are into the final match of the evening. It is Team Khakis up against Soul Society. So, Lotus, take us through the teams, take us through the coin toss, and take us through the bands.
Hello everyone. Last match for this evening would be Khakis versus Soul Society. And right now we're having the teams pick the sides of the lobby, then we'll be going through with bands.
So, what did you think about the previous matchups? We're talking about match 1, match 2, and match 3.
PCR versus Immortal Order was slightly one-sided. But PCR is still a growing team, so I think they have a lot of potential nonetheless. As for the Vortex versus Soul Society, it was relatively a good match. Both teams did try their best, but you win some, you lose some. And as for Eschaton Sonata versus Immortal Order, personally, as a squad mate, I think, well, we can always try again next time. And well played to Eschaton Sonata. What would your opinion be?
Well, Eschaton doing exactly what was expected with regards to their roles and how they play. They hard focused the stationary heroes, especially the likes of Leslie. Leslie didn't have no space to jump or to get online, as I do see Shady is trolling Waylander in the chat. Yeah, Shady, with regards to the polls, we just got back a bit patient. Go way, I've had the polls up for every match, man. Alright, so I do see the bans are coming in. Hockey's banning out Gata Gacha. What else? What's going on here? Oh, sorry, viewers. We just needed to what? Hail by your mom. Aye, let's not bring my mother into this. I did not bring your mother into. Let's keep it friendly. Lotus, there's some love coming in here for you from the chat. Max Johnson's. Damn, I didn't imagine I'd believe she'd one day become a commentator for tournaments, and she. That's where it stopped. All right, so we do see Hylos and Sicilian getting banned out from the side of Soul Society, and Roger and 1-1 getting banned out from the side of Khakis.
As for response to Max Johnson, criticism is accepted. Just keep it constructive. Yeah, and fun. As we will be diving into the last match for this evening. Once all the players are in their positions.
Lotus, just remove the spectator. Don't need to tell them. Alright, here we go. Good luck and have fun to both teams. Bans were once more the Hylos and wait. Here we go again with the chat. Roger and 1-1 and Hylos and Alright, so without further ado, let's hit that start button and let's go into the final match of the evening. Viewers, what are you expecting? I see the votes coming in for Soul Society once more by 71% to pick up the dubs here. And over to you, Lotus.
As for Soul Society, they did have a good game versus the Vortex, but I am actually curious to see as how it would play out against Khakis.
Let's fight to our heart's
How do I
content.
pronounce
Your
the name?
team is banning.
Khakis.
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 Okay. Sorry. There's two K's in the middle, so just have to be sure. As the first ban of the game, it comes from Tony K202, the Lucas, while we wait for Lil Panda
Your team is
banning the Hayabusa.
Let's play together.
Your team is banning.
Bearded Viking takes the Chang'e out of the equation as we wait for Bounty Hunter's response. Now, Chang'e isn't the ban that we see often in the 5-man scene, is that correct?
Nope. We don't see the Changi getting banned out.
of iron.
Your team is picking.
As we do Bounty Hunter bans out Gary Getcha.
Butterflies
Your
born
team
by
is
thy
picking.
wish, guided by lantern's light.
While Lulama picks up the Zushin. I think everyone is a bit tired of seeing the Gacha tonight, as all three former matches had a Gacha, and finally we get a
True
Zushin.
love is like blood. Do you want to make friends with
Your
Nana?
team is picking.
Khakis responding with Little Panda picking up Camilla and Bounty Hunter picking. What a look! That cursed blood can help, especially with the Zushin, as well as the Molina
Our
coming in from
determination
Nana,
will never
as we
be
do see Astro
extinguished.
picking up Claude. We haven't featured Claude in a minute. Tony K202 with the next pick for the side of Soul Society. Going to go for the Florin.
Let's make the whole world
Your
green
team
Florin
and
into the
lively.
mix.
Then again, Florin, even though
Chivalry is
underestimated
dead,
a lot,
and
Your
I
her
will
global
revive.
healing goes miles from expectations when played properly, while Achilles takes up the Clint.
Combination coming in here from Khakis, but you know, like you mentioned, that global healing from Florin, no, that that heals, especially also picking up the
Your team is
Vitalize.
banning.
That can be a sustaining combination. So removing glue out of XP lane for the side of Soul Society. Personally, I wouldn't have gone for the glue ban. I would have focused the jungle ban.
Time to drop
As
the
we do
beat
see
of the
Mighty
clock.
Panic banning out Joy.
The glue ban, like you said, not banning a glue would have been better because there are not many players in the 5-man scene of South Africa that can play glue properly and be a pest.
Then
Well,
Zara.
Zentara wants to pick up CC. CC can counter basically most XP laners, no matter the amount of CC they give. So,
Well, CC is good onto tanks in the. I wouldn't necessarily say favor fighter, okay? Because she is got that low damage initially, especially early game. Late game, not a problem. But yeah, the CC definitely very good against a tanky. As we Mikey Panic picking up Alpha and Bearded Viking picking up Terizla for the side of Soul Society.
I love it when people put in the tanky or at least sustainable heroes along with the Florin, just to actually make sure that her healing can count for something.
Well, if you're looking at Soul Society's draft at this point, right, with all their picks up until the Terizla got picked,
Guess the
there was
nobles
no
can't handle
initiator for the side of Soul Society. So Terizla would be providing for that role to initiate the team fights, you know, and to get the Zushin with a butterfly lantern and get those displacements, as Zenjiro does go for the pick for the side of Khakis. So Khakis having a very good set potential player, especially with the Cursed Blood and the... Right, viewers, let's get those votes in. I do see Soul Society is currently still at 78%. Yeah, 9 votes only. And there's 18 viewers. Get your votes in. What's wrong with you? So, into the final match of the evening in the Viking Series, day 1. Lotus said she will handle the Francie.
I'm sorry, I did not say anything.
Am I trying to throw you under the bus, Lotus?
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
It seems you are.
All troops deployed.
I'm only joking. Alright. So, we do see opposite rotations coming in from the team. Vision starting off with his blue buff, and Alpha also on his blue buff. So, this is going to be refreshing. So, Bright, to answer your question, it's a best of 1. Vision, you know, being as pesky with that lantern of hers, getting that displacement onto Nana, just poking, you know, throwing out the emotes, saying, hey, I can see, I'm here to be here for the entire match. As we do Tony K 202 going for the rotation, showing himself. Clint does know now what's going on, as Clint does freeze the lane in the bot lane, trying to get the minions to stack up. What a clever play coming in from Clint. You know, that's good defensive play as he gets that last hit. Last hit for the stacking. Alpha staying in the bottom lane. However, we do see both teams rotating here to the XP lane. However, this is currently a 3v3 situation in the top lane as the first blood goes to Gushin. As Zushin takes down Zushin. Fricky frick.
That was actually a good play from the side of Khakis, and it would make their job a little easier when they're going for the turtle, as Zushin would have to farm up first.
JD saying, throw her under the bus into the deep. Can swim well. Lotus, can you swim well?
Yes, I can, but Shady.
Alright, we do see the engagement onto Soul Society here. Bushin gets the pick off onto Florin. However, Alpha is onto Camilla. The displacement coming in from Zushin as Camilla got displaced and just finalizing on that. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange.
The
No
good thing
teams.
of having an alpha. The good thing of having an alpha on your team is that even if your XP laner or roamer, if you have a tanky roamer, can't frontline, then the alpha can definitely also be the initiator.
As we do
Just
see
in case.
the first turtle of the match is taken down by Gushin. Oh, the cursed blood does land onto 3. We do see CC jumping in there. The curtain call from CC is in. However, whoo, this is some plays here. This is some plays. However, nothing really doing with that team fight engagement. Cursed blood did land onto 3. Curtain call did get popped from CC. So yeah. Pretty much poking. So at the 3-minute mark, where's the gold standing at, Lotus?
Right now it only has a 500 to 600 gap. So both teams are trying to make sure to stay even in gold if they can surpass each other.
All Society coming for this rotation here onto Clint. However, Camilla is on into the mix here, scouting out, well, all 3. It's Alpha, Florin, and Zushin from the bush. That your secret is out. No more bush. Spiders in the bush. Oh, Nana's ult was committed. However, not getting Astro taken. There was no set on Astro. Only 2 stomps landing onto Astro. CC having a very nice time against the Drizzler in the XP lane. Let's see Alpha going for the rotation to the top lane. Not engaging. Clearing his farm. Oh, okay. Zushin with the displacement onto Camilla. The vengeance is popped. The cursed blood does land onto 1. Nana's ult does land onto Terizla and Alpha, but just prodding them away. CC getting going onto this gold shield onto this tier 1 turret. She's going to get farmed up with this extra gold. However, both teams rotating to the XP lane. However, the first skill of Alpha does not land onto Camilla. Terizla just not getting that combo onto any just yet, but that can change. Both teams staying at the turtle. Just Nana just trying to get that mid-wave pushed. As we do, Gushin is going to go for this rotation back. However, Alpha does start this second turtle of the match. Will Gushin get the retry steal? Yes, he does. Zenjiro with quality fast fingers on the retribution. He is in. The shards is thrown. He's in the killing spree as Zushin has been taken down. However, we do see the blazing duet from Claude getting popped on, doing a lot of damage, but no follow-up just yet. Cursed blood does land onto 3 once more. That engagement was a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Khakis.
Right now, 5 minutes into the game, already a 3-kill advantage for the side of Khakis, along with a 2k gold lead. That is impressive.
That is. So, we do see... Oh, well, yeah, you did mention the gold. We do see both teams just pretty much resetting here. But the tier 1 turret in the gold lane nearly taken down. Clint did have a nice time when the Claude went for that team fight engagement around the turtle. However, Terizla is trying to get those combos on CC, just being a lot faster. You know, like I mentioned, CC is very strong against the tanky heroes. However, her yo-yos can be so difficult to control that sometimes, as Warren does the poke onto the CC. That's like, oh, Spear of Alpha misses into the bush. No, Alpha went spider hunting.
And right now, the last turtle of the game will be spawning in 20 seconds.
Yes. But we're going to reach that 7-minute mark. Whilst we're on the quiet time, let me quickly get the builds up. No stacks on Sky Piercers as of yet for both sides. However, I don't like the double Sky Piercer in the side of Khakis, but that's just my opinion, and my opinion doesn't matter. Of playing. However, you see Soul Society with a 4-man get into the bot lane. We will see CC rotating here as well. So this will Gushin. Now here's the question, will Gushin get that fast fingers victory once more? Oh! Alpha gets the final turtle of the match. The blazing duets from Claude is in. However, the shutdown kill. Alpha with a double kill, triple kill. Will we see the Maniac? The displacement is on Maniac going to Alpha in favor of Soul Society. Viewers, Alpha was trolling you guys, you know. Alpha with the maniac. And the first tier 1 turret has been taken down. We will potentially be seeing the second one being taken down in favor of Soul Society. Yes, that is 2 tier 1 turrets and a 4-for-nothing exchange, as well as Turtle in favor of Soul Society.
Yes.
Oh, we do see the
Sorry,
we do see
Yes?
the displacement pool coming in onto CC. Just trying to keep her under the turret. They're trying to defend this last tier 1 turret as Rizla is landing his combos onto CC. Look at that damage. The Molina has committed. Oh, ult from Nana is in. Cushion will finish off to Rizla. That is a 1-for-nothing exchange. Currently kills evened out 5-all. And Soul Society having that 1.7k gold lead. They told 1. Oh, blazing duets onto Nana. Nana will. Oh, Nana is taken down by Claude. Woo! Engagement here. Oh, Gushin onto Zushin. Well, the butterfly lantern from Zushin is committed, but CC comes in and finishes the job. However, Gushin is taken down. Curse Blood lands onto 2. CC gets to pick up a double kill, and Clint finishes off Alpha. That's a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of Soul Society.
right now and Iso won the team fight again. So they keep being on even ground with each other, trying to get the advantage wherever they can.
As we do see, Khakis does start up the first Lord of the match. Ghost Blood does land onto 2. Nana's ult is onto Teresla. However, Lucian with the displacement, the Lord goes in favor of Khakis. But Claude does get that kill onto Clint. Our engagement does continue as Zushin takes down Camilla. That's currently a 2-for-nothing exchange in favor of Soul Society. Khakis getting the Lord, but Soul Society getting the kills. Will they be able to catch CC yet? Oh, CC does use a second skill to pop over the Lord's wall. Lord wall. Wall jump. Bam, bam.
CC does have the mobility to escape a lot of the skills from a lot of heroes. That's why she's one of the most fun to use and the most fun to watch.
Alright, so with the builds up, we do see CC having 20 stacks on the Sky Piercer, Alpha having 35, and Zushin also picking up the Sky Piercer with 10 stacks. However, there is a tier 1 turret taken down in favor of Khakis as Marja has been eliminated from this match for the next 110 seconds. However, Khakis does focus onto the tier 1 turret in the mid lane, so that's 2 tier 1 turrets in favor of both teams. So that does even out the map advantage that they had. But Nana with a beautiful ult onto 2. Just doing damage proking, you know. And that ult will be on cooldown. However, that's another tier 1 turret taken down. The engagement onto Teresla. Spear of Alpha onto CC. Vengeance has been popped from CC. However, Zushin does finish off CC. Because Blood did land onto 2, but no follow-up from Khakis as they were on a defensive run there. As we do see the engagement onto Camilla. Camilla is taken down. Blazing duets into the back line. Will they be able to catch Nana? Yes. Alpha does finish off Nana. Will this be a team wipe as Florin does get that slow onto Gushin, but not really able to catch him. That is a 3-for-nothing exchange in favor of Soul Society, as we will see a tier 2 turret taken down in favor of Soul Society.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Right now, Soul Society does have.
Killing spree.
Oh, that was unfortunate for the Gushin. Soul Society does have the map control, and they are making things a lot more difficult for the side of Khakis.
Sky Piercer blocking from Alpha onto CC. That's a 2-for-nothing exchange in favor of Soul Society. Ghost Blood does land onto 2. We do see Clint coming in to do a lot of damage. The Immortality is procced by Alpha. However, he gets a shutdown kill onto Alpha. Ooh. Oh, the Blazing Duets is in from Claude. He gets the kill onto Nana. However, we did see the Vengeance get popped from Camilla. So the next Lord of the match will spawn up in the next 15 seconds. So at the 12-minute mark, just past the 12-minute mark, what is things standing at, Otis?
For the side of Soul Society, they have a 3k gold advantage along with a 6 kill advantage.
Yes, and with the next
And-
Lord being spawned up, we will see both teams rotating to this major objective.
Right now, it's gonna be a game and a competition between wits.
Oh, Blazing Duet onto Gushin. Will Zenjaro? Yes, he gets displaced as Zushin gets the kill onto Gushin. No, it was Gushin on Zushin. Now it's Gushin on Zushin. Now it's Zushin on Gushin.
Blue team has slain the Lord.
Wordplay as Alpha gets the next Lord of the match in favor of Soul Society.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
However, CC did take the opportunity to take another tier 2 turret. To take one tier 2 turret.
In favor of Khakis, you know, just keeping that back door open. As we do see Marja is going to start in the top lane. Oh, this waves were unevenly pushed. That was a good defensive strat that did come in there from Khakis. Could that could cause the delay, but we will see how this next team fight is going to play out. As PC is going to try and get the Lord full. Florin is into the mix, gets the stun onto CC or onto the Florin. As Marja is just being kept away from the tier 3 turret. He does charge onto the tier 3 turret. However, Cursed Blood does land onto 2. Pushing into the mix, going for that displacement. The Blazing Duet. Oh no, oh my word. Alpha gets a kill onto Camilla. However, Nana does capitalize and finishes. Oh my word, look at this guy. Pierce is blocking. This is kills, kills, kills. That's a 3-for-3 exchange. You know, Blazing Duets into the back line. Onto Achilles, onto the Clint. However, Clint does manage to escape. This is going to be defensive plays here. It's marksman and mage both left on both sides. Woo! What a moment.
Right now, the two heroes of Khakis at least have their teammates close by when they respawn. Unlike the side of Soul Society, so they couldn't finish that push in one go.
Yeah, I mean, with that engagement, with that Lord gained so much for the side of Soul Society. All tier 3 turrets were taken down in that team fight exchange. So in my opinion, Soul Society did get better off on that exchange. I mean, that's 3 tier 3 turrets. That's major. Yeah. So this is going to come down. It's definitely going to be the next team fight that is going to determine who's going to win or who's going to lose this. Gushin just to wait for his team to set and then capitalize on the set plays coming in from his team. Especially the Nana Camilla combination, combo ult, that wombo combo.
That is true. As the next Lord of the game is in 15 seconds.
Yeah, that timer is counting down. The Khakis just trying to get the waves pushed out. Because at this point in stage, Soul Society has got so much pressure onto Khakis. As Marja entered the battlefield. However, we do see the engagement does start here. Zushin with the lantern, trying to get that displacement. However, CC is into the mix. Gushin steals the Lord. The Nana ult, the Blazing Duet from Claude is in. Look, oh word, look at all of the damage that the Claude does. And Nana barely escaping. Spear of Alpha onto Camilla. However, Charisma he gets a stat onto Camilla. However, they're not done. The displacement onto CC as Zushin gets CC removed from the equation. I mean, what a play. What a play. Khakis, Gushin stealing that Lord from the clutches of Soul Society.
It was a beautiful play from his side. Unfortunately, does not seem like this Lord will be able to get far or do anything helpful to the side of Khakis, but it did buy them time.
Max Johnson saying it is a retreat gap. You know, it was nice to get that Lord, but that Lord that's going to give Khakis the breathing space that they needed, right? As you see now, it's only 3 waves or 2 waves pushing in instead of 3, but nonetheless, this is like I said, there was no team fight. The major team fight is going to determine the victory. I mean, it was 1 kill on a piece on each side. I'm the Lord still, but like, let's go. It ain't over till the what?
Cookie crumbles.
There we go. Hey. Oh, I love it when a catchphrase sticks.
One thing that could work for the side of Khakis is if they manage to bait that global healing from the side of Florin, because that global healing makes their jobs a lot more difficult.
Now we do see Zushin trying to get that displacement with a lantern onto Khakis. Zenjiro just pretty much waiting. Oh, Zushin. Oh, Florin does scout out Gushin. Gushin, 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 Gushin.
She might be his Chinese twin, for all we know.
Of course, that would be something that someone would mention. Oh. Oh. This match is definitely back and forth, right? We have reached that moment where pretty much everyone is full build except, well, yeah, there's 5 members in this match that are not full build yet. Soul Society definitely having the advantage with the full builds, because at the end of the day, the gold at this point in stage does not matter anymore. So we do see that vision coming in from Khakis. You see the next Lord, and this is going to be the big bad boy Marja that's going to spawn up in 5, 4. Eagle has landed.
Soul Society does have the advantage in position for the Lord, but if Gushin steals it again, who knows, Mikey Panic just might start panicking.
What a wordplay. As we do see Camilla, she's currently threatening around there with her cursed blood. It is all going to come down to this next set. I mean, look at that. Furizla onto 2 with his ult. So Molina has committed. However, the engagement, the cursed blood does land onto 2. Woo! CC into the mix as well. No immortality for the CC just yet, but the butterfly lantern from Zushin is committed as the Sky Piercer procs. Is she done? Is she done? Will she catch Camilla? Oh! MVP for the minion.
For the split pusher.
Split pusher.
Victory!
And Soul Society clutching it in the end. Khakis. Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you in the Viking series. Soul Society is going to go through. Eschaton Sonata is through as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Monday night Mobile Legends Bang Bang stream. Lotus, how was this evening for you? And how was this final match of the evening?
The evening itself was good, but I would say that the final match was so far the best because of the back and forth. Victory was not a guarantee between any of the teams.
As we did see Mikey Panic picking up the MVP on the side of Soul Society. Y'all were trolling him. Y'all were trolling this man in the beginning of the match. And look at him popping off the MVP and see Zentaro picking up MVP side of Khakis. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
I wanted to say both teams played actually really well, but at the end of the day, there always has to be a victor and the one that doesn't win.
Yeah, no, true. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I am going to have to conclude the MLBB for this evening. But nonetheless, the Viking series will be back tomorrow night, as well as the Academy classes, which are not going to be on stream. Viking series will be on stream. Wednesday night, we've got Soulless Bunnies, Battle to Death, PUBG scrims. And as well as Thursday, we've got some more Academy classes. Wednesday Viking series as well. Thursday Viking series. Friday Viking series. Viking series right throughout this week. Right? Thursday night, we've got Dexys Labs, Trios, PUBG, and as well as the African Conquest Cup. More MLBB on Friday, Saturday, and the Academy matches over this week. And maybe, potentially, if everyone... Max Johnson trolling me in the chat. Good night, y'all. Anyway, if y'all treat me nicely and pop a like in, and every night I will throw in... Alright, Texas Lambs is squads, not trios. My bad. Right, so if everyone does share love with me during this week, I might throw in a horror stream on Saturday night, depending on how late we finish. And every night, this is going to be a busy week. But hey, it's always fun to be here with everyone here. And thank you all for joining. Lotus, any last words?
None from my side.
Alright, so and on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to conclude this stream. I'm going to pop off the intro one last time, and we're going to say bye and good. So see you all tomorrow.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive. So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait for the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine as a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing, I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.